Hey all you YouTube fans, it's Rias Grimmery here once again. Okay, for my first review video, I figured why not start with my probably current favorite anime, Highschool DXD. Currently, 3 seasons. All really amazing. The show, okay, before I start, might be a little bit of spoilers, so if you don't want some spoilers, I guess kind of stop the video. If not, then I doubt I'll say much about the show, but to start off with, the show pretty much goes with this boy and his 2 friends go to the school that just let boys in. So they're probably thinking, why not? Let's try to get this girl. And then pretty much they don't have a lot of luck, because they're kind of, what in the anime world you call them perverts, kinda. But they're still really good. The main kid is Issei Hyodo. Pretty much him and his friends are kind of being peeping toms a little bit, and they run. And then they go outside this one building where this group called the Occult Research Club meets up. They see this crimson red-haired girl called Rias Grimmery. And then you see her talking to her best friend, who we later find out is her name's Akano Himeji, or Himejima, whatever. Pretty much, after that, this girl comes up to him and goes, would you be my boyfriend? So then he freaks out, and then the next morning, he's all happy. So, yeah. And then, pretty much, they go on the date or whatever. He introduces them to his friends, and his friends are, like, shocked. And then, like, when he leaves with the girl, and her name's Yuma, pretty much, he goes like, dude, he betrayed us. Then pretty much they go on their date, and then after their date they walk through the park kind of holding hands. So I mean holding hands, so that's pretty much a good thing. But then she goes, in honor of our first date, would you do something for me? Would you die for me? And then pretty much you see her real identity. She's really a fallen angel called Rainier, and she almost kills him. So then pretty much, oh yeah, and before their date, he was waiting for Yuma to show up, and then this one girl came up and gave him a flyer which said that your wish will be granted. So then he sticks it in his pocket, and then he goes on the date. And then, like, while he's laying on the ground, like, with blood all under him, he thinks about Rias and her red hair. So then pretty much she comes out of the flyer, and then she stands like right above him and goes like, don't worry, sorry about that, I won't let you die. So then she brings him back as a devil. But then the next morning he thinks it's all a nightmare. He tries to tell his friends about Yuma, but they don't even know her, and her contact info and his phone's gone. Which pretty much is because Rias erased everybody's memories. Oh, no, not actually, no. It's not Rias that erased everyone's memories, it's Yuma. Because pretty much she erased everyone's memories that came into contact with her. So then he goes to his friends to watch this video, which from when I told you about the 3 of them, you can kind of guess what it's about. But he leaves there because he's kind of not feeling good. But then, when he's going around, he's a little good distance away from this mom and her kid. And he's going like, how can I hear them? So then he runs around, he runs to the park, and this other fallen angel called Donaseek shows up and tries to kill him because he thinks that Issei is a stray devil. And for all y'all that don't know what a stray devil is pretty much a devil that runs away from their master. Like either kills them or runs away, or just runs away. So then, pretty much he gets stabbed in his back, like from his back straight through to his stomach, and then he tries to grab the spear and it burns his hand, like it kind of burns his hand, kind of like if you touch a hot pan on the oven. So then the spear goes, and then when he's about to be killed, Rias, her queen Akano, is the best friend, and this other girl, little girl named Konako, is her rook. Yeah, so I was trying to think of like how many pieces she has. And then pretty much he passes out, and then the guy goes away. But then pretty much either Akano or Konako, I can't remember which one really, because like, we don't do something, he'll die. Then Rias goes, don't worry, I'll see to that myself. So then the next morning he wakes up in bed again. But this time all of his clothes are gone. So then he ruffles through his, like, kind of sits up on his bed, kind of, when he, like, he's laying on his stomach. So then he sits up, kind of looks on his right, and then sees a naked Rias laying in his bed with him. So then he falls out of bed. Then he's going like, why's she in my bed? So then Rias goes like, pretty much, like, my name is Rias Grimry, and I'm a devil. You're mine now. Nice to meet you, he say. So then the show pretty much goes on with then pretty much him living the life as a devil. He meets this one girl, Azia, that's pretty much been running for all of her life. Because in this show you got things called sacred gears, which I guess is kind of like you can call it a weapon. But then he meets this one girl that has a sacred gear called Twilight Healing that can, like, pretty much the church, like, admired her because, well, she could heal people. But then this devil, she finds an injured devil, heals him, and then the church casts her out because they're thinking, she can heal devils, kill her! So then she's running for a pretty long time. He finds her, a bunch of stuff happens, and then he tries to save her. He gets really pissed at the fallen angel Renair because she killed him just to get Azia's, like, killed her, sorry, I said him, I meant to say her, to get Azia's sacred gear, Twilight Healing, and pretty much if someone loses their sacred, and apparently if someone loses their sacred gear, they die. So Azia died. Issei's sacred gear called the Boosted Gear, which, and by the way, he's got a dragon living in his left hand. So his, like, boosted gear is on his left hand. In that episode where you see, like, pretty much, like, Issei trying to save Azia, fighting, and he fights Renair. Pretty much in that one, Issei's boosted gear changes from what I've seen on a Highschool DXD Wikipedia page. I think is what you call it. I think is what you call that. Apparently it's called double critical mode is the first one, and then it changes to what I call a second form, and then pretty much throughout season 2 and 3, usually when he uses his boosted gear, it looks like the second form. But then there's like a third form, like, this pretty cool. And then it changes like that. He beats Renair, and then pretty much like Rias, like a little bit later, Rias kills Renair. And then Rias brings Azia back into her house as her technically second bishop, but in season 1 you just see she has one bishop. So in Highschool DXD, in that world, devils are based on chess pieces. So technically Rias is the king, her best friend Akano is the queen, Konako is the rook, she has a knight named Kiba, and then pretty much Issei's a pawn, but because of all the power he has, he takes up all 8 pawn pieces because of all the power he has. So she only has one pawn. So then pretty much, to me, the show's really good to watch. I'd say it's really good. Currently 3 seasons, I think at least 3 OVAs, and with specials I'd say at least 4, 5, or 6, my best guess. But currently 3 seasons, really amazing. Season 1 is just called Highschool DXD, Season 2 is called Highschool DXD New, and then Season 3 is called Highschool DXD Born. One thing I really want to see is if you go on a Highschool DXD Wikipedia page, it tells you stuff about the book. To me, there's a few things in the book that I want to see happen in the anime. And from what I've seen from different YouTube people, and I thank you for the info that you found, and from some of the stuff I might have seen on some of the other sites, it seems like there might be a season 4, and I hope there is, because there's some things I really want to see. And I won't spoil anything. If you want to try and find out some of the info that I'd be thinking it'd be about Rias and Issei officially becoming a couple. And if you want to know more about that, go on that Highschool DXD Wikipedia. So pretty much you just have to go on Google or whatever you do searches on, type in Highschool DXD Wiki, like W-I-K-I, and then I think it's like the top search thing right there. You should see like a bunch of stuff. It says like about, characters, a bunch of stuff like that, and then it should have like a Highschool DXD background right there. What you need to do is go to pretty much go to characters, and then find Issei's, like I guess you could say, profile. Scroll all the way down, and then you should see stuff about the different volumes. If you want to know about Issei and Rias, like Rias and Issei finally becoming a couple, then try and find it yourself, and I guess tell me what you think about the Wikipedia page, because to me it's really good. I think currently it's in the early 20s on the volume numbers, I think. But well, that's what I got for DXD. Like and subscribe, share, and subscribe if you want some more. And well, I'm probably gonna make some more anyway, because I know a bunch of really good animes that will be totally worth watching. I've seen a good bit of animes, and I'd say they're really good. Because I mean, I've made some top lists, like top anime lists, finishing moves, romance moments. I made a few DXD videos, and I'm probably I got one I gotta update and upload. So if you're a DXD fan, look forward to it. And if some of y'all seen my Minecraft video, I seen one that somebody made. It was the whole Kuo Academy on Minecraft. So congrats to that. Good job. I'd say good job to that. Good job, because that was really good. With me, I just made the Occult Research Club's room, so I'm going to be making more anime review videos, so I hope y'all enjoyed, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace out.